Hi, I'm Emily, and I'll be giving the first talk. What are questions? Often, people do not like when their beliefs are questioned, are challenged, because it makes them feel insecure. My grandma, when she was young, used to babysit two girls that were Jehovah's Witnesses. This family was very religious and had very strong beliefs. They told her that their mom and their grandma were no longer speaking to each other because they had an argument over the Bible. One said that Christ was nailed to a tree, and the other said that Christ was nailed to a cross. Now, to me, it doesn't make that much of a difference because they're both made out of wood. Sometimes it takes courage to look at our beliefs and be open to new possibilities. When I was 3 and in the car with my mom and my grandma, and we were riding along some dense trees, I said, "That's a jungle." My mom said, "That's a forest." Then I growled, "It's a jungle." Now a 3-year-old has a pretty small world that doesn't want to be messed with. But as we grow, do we want to stay in a small world, or do we want to open ourselves to a bigger, richer world? If a person thinks they know everything, it may keep them from growing. There are some values you don't want to question, like being loyal and honest. When we question, we are trying to seek the truth. But sometimes we judge other people's beliefs that are different than ours. So instead of judging, sometimes it's good to keep an open mind and ask questions about our beliefs and others. Sometimes people feel that questioning and changing your mind is a bad thing, but in reality, it just means that you're changing your perception. Thank you.
The next part of our service was going to be a talk given by Sadie Purcell. A lot of you know who Sadie is. She's Cindy Purcell and Sadie Purcell's daughter. She got called away a couple days ago on a family emergency, and so she wasn't able to be here. I still wanted to come up here and remind everybody about Sadie. She's struggling. Her best friend moved away last June. I don't know if you guys remember little Becky that was here last year and spoke so from the heart. She and Sadie were pretty much like sisters, and Sadie is an only child, so that's a big deal for her. This little girl has had 2 losses within 6 months, big ones. And the sponsors talked last Wednesday, and Liv especially was urging all of us to do something, and we just kind of didn't know what to do. Then a thought came to me. The quote that Audrey often says, "What one heart cannot bear alone, 100 hearts can bear together in love." Kept going in my head. So I made these cards, and I'd like for any of you who know Sadie, if you don't know Sadie, that's fine. Pick one up. It says, "What one heart cannot bear alone, 100 hearts can bear together in love. Sadie, count me as one of your hearts." And we'll have her address out front. There are envelopes. You can write just a little note. You can write a long note. You can take this home. Take some time with it. It's really important when we call ourselves a community to act like that and to become that. And this little girl needs us. So I encourage you all to do this. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to be doing a song called Shake It Out. It's by Florence and the Machines. We're doing the version as it was done by Glee. Just a little note about this song. it does talk about the devil, and I know that's not something we necessarily believe in here at Unity. So just so you guys know, we're trying to talk about hardships and bad things overall, not necessarily what is traditionally known as the devil when that is mentioned. Regrets collect like old friends, here to relive your darkest moments. I can see no way, I can see no way. All of the ghouls come out to play.
Every demon wants his pound of flesh, but I like to keep
Thought is the wind, knowledge the sail, and mankind the vessel. Augustus Hare. Hi, I'm Colton Van Dorp, and I'm here to talk to you about the difference between believing and knowing. First off, believing is defined as having confidence in something not immediately provable. Knowing is having acquaintance with the facts or the truth. There are pros to both knowing and believing. It is important to know, as acting on false perceptions can produce bad effects. It is also important to believe, though, as it gives us uniqueness and hope. Socrates once said, "True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing." With how little we really do know, beliefs can rapidly accumulate. Questioning is one way to keep those beliefs in check and keep them to those that are necessary. While questioning, it is important to ask the right questions, questions that really make you think. Think of it as a little workout for your mind. Ask critical questions that force you to reconsider things you have already accepted as true. This has been shown to improve brain activity in a different area of the brain as asking normal questions. It is also quite interesting, as it opens endless possibilities and brings up new paradigms. Werner Heisenberg said, "What we observe is not nature itself, but nature exposed to our method of questioning." One philosopher, Descartes, in 1639, started out by trying to sweep away all preconceptions and start reasoning from scratch, only on things he knows for sure, and not based on his senses. He started out by deciding, "I think, and therefore I am," and he goes from there. It is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well. Descartes. All our beliefs and what we consider to know help make up who we are. Our physical reactions are based on what we believe to be around us. This brings up some interesting concepts, such as the one presented in the series of movies, The Matrix. We reason based on things we already know, and thus our beliefs affect our mental thoughts. Adlai Stevenson Jr. said, "If we value the pursuit of knowledge, we must be free to follow wherever that search may lead us." Things such as meditation and yoga can help with this reasoning. The first semester of the school year, I had health first period. It was in a cold room with uncomfortable chairs. I'd always come into the class half asleep, because as a teenager, it takes me a couple hours to wake up. And I would usually leave the class more tired than when I came in. This semester, however, I had yoga as my first period class. This class is in a warm gym with the entire floor covered with soft mats. I still come to class half asleep, but when I leave, I feel as if I actually know what's going around me. It helps me center my thoughts and be more aware of what's around me. This helps me pay attention to those little details that make up these lives we live. I use those details to determine what I believe in and what I consider to know in my life. I then can better live the life I know and better know the life I live, which makes things a lot easier. I invite you to look for those details and question even your most fundamental beliefs.
It wasn't working this morning, so I have to have time for my notes. So I'm going to be talking about what is love and what is God. Alright, so I'm Shelby Breitenbach. I'm actually from Unity North in Coon Rapids, and I've grown up in Unity all of my life. So I've been very, very familiar with like the 5 principles, there's only one power and one presence in the universe in my life. God the good, omnipotent. God is inherently, or we are of God, our essence is of God, therefore we are inherently good. We are co-creators with God, creating reality through thoughts held in mind. Through prayer and meditation, we align our heart, mind with God. Denials and affirmations are tools that we use. And through thoughts, words, and actions, we live the truth that we know. And so, these have been a big part of my life, and I've really been able to use them in many situations, and it has been a foundation for who I am. But at my age, I'm 18 now, and a lot of people I know are starting to question their beliefs and what they've been taught their lives. And they either continue questioning or they begin to solidify those beliefs. And so my question is, what is God really? Like, 'cause I know these beliefs and these 5 principles, I can recite them for you, but really what is that to me? So right now at my school I'm taking a class called Religions of the World, and so I found it very, very fascinating to learn about what other people believe in as far as God or gods or just the universe in general. And so we've been learning about, Brahma and Allah and the universal mind that these people believe in. And after hearing these differing beliefs and combining them with my own experiences in unity and in my life, I've come to the conclusion that God is love. Simple as that. God is just love. In the Revealing Word, Charles Fillmore defines love as the pure essence of being that binds us together, the whole human family. Of all the attributes of God, love is undoubtedly the most beautiful. In Divine Mind, love is the power that joins and binds divine harmony, the universe and everything in it, the great harmonizing principle known to man. And when we express our love, that we are expressing our divine selves and that God presence. Love is a great harmonizer and healer, and it just brings us together in unity. So this year, I've been working very closely with a few other girls as captains of our dance team, and a couple of us tend to kind of butt heads a little bit sometimes, and so there was one day where we were just trying to figure out what to do about a situation, and we had very, very differing opinions on what should be done. But I was able to step back from the situation and just take a moment, gather myself, and I told my friend that I loved her and that I was so grateful to be working with her this year and to have her to support and almost to challenge each other, because it's by working together and collaborating that we're able to come up with the great things that we do. And just by doing that and expressing my love for her, I was able to completely turn the situation around. And from that moment on, we worked in harmony versus working against each other. And so it was then I really realized the power of love and that God is love. At that moment, that divine essence was expressing through me. And I was really shining that divine light. And so, no matter how my beliefs or knowledge changes about the rest of the world, I am quite solid in the fact that God truly is love.